What's up, guys? I have been on here all week, really. Um, really, it's been like a week and a half, I think. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Uh, this past week was the end of first 9 weeks of school for me. For us, I'm gonna say us because I think most of all of my subscribers are from my school or whatever. So yeah, this week was the end of the semester for me, and and I just want to talk about these teachers for a second. Like, they really got to me this week. So these teachers at the beginning of the year, they swear up and down they don't like giving homework, and that um their class gonna be hecka easy because all you have to do is pay attention in class when they're teaching. Okay, so teachers don't teach no more. Honestly, I don't know what y'all go to school for. But really it's just socialization because teachers don't teach. They sit around and their desk, and they're either on their phone, what they tell us not to do. They're either watching us like hawks to make sure we're doing their assignment, which they didn't assign. They just gave us a sheet of paper, or they gave us a book and told us to read this, and that, and then you can do some homework on it. And then the next class you come, you got a test on something you never even learned because nobody ever taught it to you. I don't understand it, and it's been like this for a while now. And I don't know if it's just at my school, but like out of the let's see, out of the you got core classes. So you got math class, uh, a science class, an English class, and like a history class. Out of those four core classes that I take this year, zero of them teach. Zero. And it really just disgusts me because then they want to say it's our fault we didn't pass because we if we tell them that we didn't get the material, they'll just be like, "Oh, well, I taught it, so you should understand it." That's their logic. But in my head, I'm like, how am I supposed to learn it? How? I didn't go to school for this. I'm going to school now to try to learn it. You're the one who went to school to actually teach it, become a professor and crap, but you're not professing anything. The only thing you do all day is, I don't know, what do teachers do? Their teacher lounge ain't lit because I've been in there before. It's not lit. It's like a couple of vending machines and a coffee maker. I don't understand. And then like you're rushing at the end, trying to like this homework that they said they wouldn't give. They give boatloads of it, and you're stuck trying to sort out between the extra stuff that you do plus this homework that they give you in each class for every night. It's like, and out of all that homework, even they say homework is supposed to be practice. Well, if you give me homework to practice on something that I don't know, how is that going to help me? How? Just, just help me understand how. Like, cause I don't, and I would never become a teacher just for the fact that I know I would fail people because I don't know how to teach things to myself. Okay, like last year, I had this teacher. She made us learn the lessons by ourselves by watching these videos, right? She made us learn the lessons by watching these videos. And then you could come to class and you could ask her a few questions before you took a freaking quiz. Okay. So when we were in her classroom asking the questions about the homework that we were supposed to learn on our own, she would be like, I can only answer two or three, and then we gotta take the quiz. Well, if I didn't know any of it, how am I supposed to pass this quiz? How do you expect me to pass this quiz? Okay, the quiz is low key a major grade. It's like one of those grades that's like important, but not as important as a test. Weighed in the thing. I don't know how it's weighed, but okay, so you take this quiz, you fail that quiz, You can't retake it. She doesn't allow that, but she gives you a couple little passes, okay? You can throw a couple little passes on there and make it okay. Right. Okay, so by the time the test comes, or say in a week you have a test, and you still don't know it because you failed the quiz, you still don't know how to do the homework, but she's going on to the next lesson, the next flipping lesson. Okay, so she can argue that at home you're supposed to study. She can argue that. But still, if I'm at home, okay, I go to school. I get out of school at 3:34. If I have practice from 3:34 to 5, okay. So say I get out of school at 3:34. Say I have practice from 3:34 to 5 o'clock. All right. So I get out at practice at maybe 5 on the dot. You never know. So I get home at about, okay, well, I get out of practice at 5 o'clock. My parents pick me up at 5:45. 5:45, we have to go to the store and get some groceries or whatever. So we're in the store from 5:45 to about almost 7. So we'll say 6:50. That's a long store trip, but sometimes they got to go to multiple stores. So yeah. So 6:50 to whatever. Okay, say I have a little sister. Say my little sister she gets out of school at 3:34 too. She's in high school now. So 3:34, and she has band practice from 5 to 7. So we have to go back to the school and get her at 7, and now we're at home at by like 7:15. 7:15 we're at home. I had practice, so I want to get in the shower. I take kind of long showers, so that's my fault, I guess. Whatever. So 7. Well, when I get home, 7:15, I probably won't go get in the shower. I'll probably talk for a little bit. So I get in the shower at 7:30. 7:30, I'm in the shower till 8:10. All right, it's 8:10. I get out the shower, and then I go get ready to do my homework. By the time I get to doing my homework, like really in the groove of doing my homework, it's about 9. 9 is usually the time when my dad is done cooking. So at 9, I have to go stop doing my homework and go eat. Then after dinner, I have to clean up the kitchen. Then after I clean up the kitchen, I go back to my homework. And by the end of the night, when I finish my homework, it's about 11:45. 11:45 at night, and I just finished my homework. Do you really think I'm going to study for a test that I learned? Do you really think I'm going to study for a test on a lesson that I never learned in the first place? How does that make sense? So yeah, you can argue that I'm supposed to study at home, but if I only spend a little limited amount of time at home, how am I going to have enough time to do everything I need to do? Okay. So yeah, I can't necessarily study at home. And I can't necessarily study at school because in every class there's something to do. So, okay, say I miss a day of school. I miss a day of school and there's this test that I have to take at that day that I missed. Okay, I missed the day of school because I did something school related. I went to take an ACT. All right, so the ACT, I went to take it, and when I came to school the next day, we have A and B days. So when I came to school the next day, it was the next day, so I had a whole different classes. Okay, the day after that, I came back to school and tried to make up the test that I missed, and the teacher was like, "No, your excuse is invalid. You cannot make up the test." So that is a 0 that I get on that test because my excuse was invalid. But you want me to pass though. Okay. ACT is something important. It's not necessarily a school excuse absence. Well, I don't know if it's an absence or not, but like in this I don't know if it's an excuse absence or not, but maybe I should use something different. Y'all remember that ponytail I had? Look, like this is all the hair that was in that ponytail, and it's sticking up. Oh, y'all probably don't even remember the ponytail. I don't think I made any videos when I had the ponytail in my head. Darn it. Another thing is when teachers have very bad attitudes. You went to school to be a teacher. You knew that you were going to be working with people. You're supposed to be a people person. People get attitudes, of course. That's what you signed up for. I am a teenager. Of course I'm going to have an attitude with you. So, for example, of something that happened a couple weeks ago. Okay, so my teacher, Miss Ellis, I don't care. Her name's out there. Who cares? So, it was after a pep rally, right? And I was sitting outside her door with one of my friends, and I was talking to the teacher next to her. She faked too, but that's a whole nother story. So I was talking to that teacher, and then she came out of nowhere. She was like, "What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?" I was like, "Where's this attitude coming from? Why is it here?" I told her, I said, "We're talking. What do you mean?" And then I walked into the classroom. She proceeded to follow me into the classroom, talk about some, excuse me, what did you say? I don't think I stuttered. I thought I spoke in clear English. You are an English teacher, correct? So I said, you asked what we were doing. I told you we were talking. And she was like, "Oh, well, I don't like the way you answered it." And I was like, "Well, I don't like the way you said it. Well, you act the way you asked it. So I guess we both have issues." And she was like, "I can tell we're not going to get along today." And I was like, "I'm pretty sure we won't, because every day we go in that classroom, you never know what you're gonna get." And she always trying to snap on somebody real quick, fast, in a hurry. And the moment it happens to her, she want to break down in tears. And the reason sometimes things don't go her way is she thinks she could just break down in tears. Woman, you're 47, basically, probably. I don't really know, but your feelings are not our concern. We are the students. We don't care. Woman, we don't care, especially if you come in there and you're always telling us to shut up.